Right this very second, there is a surprising, completely hidden crisis happening inside almost all of our bodies. We are talking about a vital piece of our cellular machinery that is quietly running low on a global scale. To put this in perspective, scientific researchers in the Journal of Cell Physiology and Biochemistry literally classify our global lack of magnesium as a, and I quote, not well recognized non-infectious pandemic. That is a seriously bold statement, right? This isn't just some minor dietary quirk we can ignore. It's a massive, sweeping deficiency that is completely flying under the medical radar. Over 600. That number is just staggering. You see, magnesium isn't just some passive mineral sitting around in your bones doing nothing. It's a highly active biological engine key. It acts as a necessary cofactor for more than 600 different life-sustaining enzymatic reactions in the human body. Without it, those cellular engines simply do not start. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The silent nutritional pandemic. 2. The ultimate biological power-up. 3. How the body manages magnesium. 4. The cascade of deficiency. And finally, 5. Recharging your magnesium levels. Let's dive right in. Section 1. The silent nutritional pandemic. The trickiest part about this whole thing is that this deficiency is largely subclinical. What that means is traditional blood tests are probably going to miss it entirely. Why? Because less than 1% of your body's magnesium actually lives in your blood. Thanks to poor diets globally, our baseline levels are just tanking, and this silent drop is secretly setting off alarms in our cells, specifically producing cytokines. This quietly drives up chronic inflammation, causes oxidative stress, and directly increases our risk for major issues like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and obesity. Section 2. The ultimate biological power-up. Okay, you've probably heard of ATP, right? The famous energy currency of our cells. Well, here is a wild fact. ATP is actually completely useless without magnesium attached to it. For it to actually work in your body, it has to be MgATP. If you take away that magnesium ion, your cellular fuel is literally like a spark plug that has no spark. It's not going to do anything. And it creates a night and day difference inside your cells. A cell with enough magnesium totally thrives. You've got super efficient energy metabolism, completely stable DNA synthesis, the works. But a cell without magnesium, it faces a literal structural collapse. Magnesium is basically the biological glue holding your ribosomes together so they can build proteins. When magnesium drops too low, those ribosomes literally pull apart and dissociate. The whole assembly line shuts down, completely halting the creation of vital proteins. And it really doesn't stop there. This single ion is the ultimate multitasker. Do you take vitamin D? Well, the enzymes that actually metabolize and activate that vitamin D in your liver and kidneys absolutely require magnesium to function. It also acts as a physical roadblock for calcium channels, which regulates your nerve impulses and allows your muscles to actually relax. It's even theorized to be the crucial key for synthesizing testosterone from cholesterol. I mean, it is literally everywhere. Section 3. How the body manages magnesium. Let's take a quick tour of what we call the homeostasis loop. When you eat dietary magnesium, it travels down into your gastrointestinal tract. From there, it enters the bloodstream, where it gets fiercely micromanaged by this really elegant three-way partnership between your intestines, your bones, and your kidneys. Breaking down those roles, your intestines act as the front door. They absorb about 30 to 50% of the magnesium you eat through these specific pathways called TRPM6 and 7 channels. Then, your bones act as the giant vault, locking away roughly 65% of your entire body's supply right on the surface of the bone crystals. But your kidneys, they are the strict bouncers of the club. They constantly filter your blood, but they'll pull back or reabsorb up to 96% of that magnesium into your system, just to make absolutely sure you don't lose what little you have. Section 4. The cascade of deficiency. When things go wrong, it triggers this devastating biological snowball effect. Step 1 is straightforward, low dietary intake. But step 2 is where the actual chaos starts. Without that MgATP we talked about, your mitochondria start failing, pumping out immense oxidative stress. Step 3, your struggling cells freak out and release pro-inflammatory molecules like tumor necrosis factor alpha and interleukin-6. And finally, step 4, all that simmering, chronic inflammation paves the perfect road for major diseases like cardiovascular disease and diabetes to take hold. And your body will go to crazy extremes to survive this deficit. To keep your blood levels from crashing, those rising inflammatory molecules literally signal your body to dissolve its own bone tissue just to harvest the trapped magnesium inside. Meanwhile, without magnesium there to block the calcium channels, your nerves just stay fired up, driving your blood pressure through the roof. And actually, the wildest part is that this even impacts the plants we rely on. Magnesium deficiency in crops destroys their chloroplasts, meaning the nutritional value of our food is dropping before we even take a bite.
Section 5. Recharging your magnesium levels. So how do we fix it? The absolute best way to recharge is just through whole foods. Seriously, a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds without the hulls packs a massive 303 milligrams of magnesium. Chia seeds will give you 162 milligrams. Even half a cup of boiled spinach gets you almost 80 milligrams. Just throwing an easy handful of seeds into your daily routine provides a ridiculous biological payoff.
Oh, and here's a super practical kitchen tip straight from the research that you probably didn't know. Mineral water is a fantastic, highly bioavailable, zero-calorie source of magnesium. But, and this is a big but, the hardness of the tap water you cook with matters immensely. If you boil your beautiful magnesium-rich spinach in soft water, meaning water with very low mineral content, that water will quite literally leach the magnesium straight out of your food and right down the drain. So what's the magic number? You're aiming for 420 milligrams a day if you're an adult man, and about 320 milligrams if you're a woman. Now, quick warning. If you're thinking about taking the easy way out and just swallowing a giant, massive dose of magnesium supplements all at once, don't. Remember earlier when we said magnesium draws in water and relaxes your muscles? Yeah, taking too much at once will relax your digestive tract a little bit too much, leading to some, well, very immediate and unwanted digestive issues. So, slow and steady from whole foods is definitely the way to go. So, I want to leave you with this one thought. Are your cellular engines firing on all cylinders right now, or are you unwittingly feeding this silent pandemic? The next time you sit down for a meal, really take a look at what's on your plate. Those microscopic ions just might be the missing spark plug your body has been desperately searching for. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.